Hello everyone who's watching this video and welcome to my channel. Today is finally that day of the month again when we are taking a look at everything we anticipate coming to Life Makeover soon. I spent a lot of time reading, observing photos and videos of upcoming sets, and we have a lot to discuss today. But before we jump into action, as usual, I want to talk a little bit about the outfit I'm wearing. I wanted to style this gorgeous spider dress from Fable Fabric Gacha, and after seeing it in black, it all kinda snowballed into this gothic Lolita maid outfit. I gave up and unlocked Starlight on the dress cause it's just too pretty and I wanted to use quite a deep shade of black. And honestly, it's one of my favorite 5-star light chase dresses. The corset, the skirt, even with its weird shape, which I like. The lace, pearls, bows create a fascinating piece of clothing. Again, I'm gonna complain about fashion coat sleeves tempting me and alluring me into using them again. And by the way, we will speak about temptation quite a few more times during this video. I am a little bit sad there is some clipping for the dress when paired with the sleeves, but I think I can justify it because they go well together. I added 6-star heels from Portal Marvel to match the lace on the dress. I love these shoes a lot, and there's only one detail I kinda hate. These tiny carrot thingies on the bows on the back part of the shoes, and I think that was not necessary, but at least you can't see it from the front, so whatever. I added simple black gloves, matching fabric on the dress, and these stockings that I favorited and wanted to use for quite some time. They are 3 stars, so you can unlock everything with no trouble. I don't even remember where they're from, but they are really nice. And they really match the outfit because of the lace. And speaking of lace, my beloved heart-shaped eye patch is striking again. I also added bonnet piece, simple bow and pearl earrings, and a matching bow on her hair, the way it looks like it's attached to the hairstyle. By the way, the hair is from Snow Gloss Decom shop. And of course, she's having a tea party with teapot and teacups. No crazy makeup here. What stands out is a mole and her button eye contact. I love how she's looking at me. And I bet she is thinking that I should finally move on to Weibo and look at all the upcoming goodies. Let's start with background packs that hopefully get released on Global too, and this is the Vermilion Wall background that is a collab with Imperial Court. When I saw it, I immediately thought of the Antique Yard background that we have. They are quite similar because this is literally the same wall. But I really love the front here, so anyway, it's quite good. And this is the second background, Rime Moon Court. What a gorgeous winter scenery. Really excited about this one, even though I am a little bit worried about the lighting here because there's a lot of blue and I am traumatized after Pained Prisoner background. But anyway, quite lovely. I want to show the newest mind travel set that came out on Malaysian server, and it's called Persimmon Joy. Cute set, however, looks a little bit weird to me. I personally don't like her hairstyle shape and tiny bows on it. The rest is plus minus okay, and I know for sure that the pom-pom coat is a separate item, which is good. And this is the SRLI Gerald, who goes surfing in an office shirt. And if only that was the problem, seems like he's wearing a wig, cause how do I explain that one string of his hair got unattached and is flying in the air? I am literally embarrassed just looking at it. I hope they fix this as soon as possible on the art because yikes. And this is the evolved card, which I really like. Looks like he ended up getting on a ghost pirate ship, right? And he's like in the middle of getting either possessed or transformed into mystical creature. For your knowledge, this mind travel chapter gets released for us after Moon Drip Sweetie set that we most likely get in this version at the end of the month. Here is the fashion code that we are most likely to get, Joyous Trip. We have it already in our brand gallery and you can see it piece by piece. I'm happy to see separate top and bottom, however I personally am already pissed off because there's again some kind of red flowers animation. I will just keep waiting for the toggle to turn off any special effects. And finally, what we were waiting for, the last 6-star set of the year, Bleeding Dream. Life Makeover decided to end this year on a horror note, giving us Bloody Mary set. It's a little bit of a mix of themes of shattered mirror, candles, summoned Bloody Mary herself, then a snake and an apple that are a direct reference to Adam, humanity's loss of innocence, and Lilith, first wife of Adam. On top of it, the trailer is in French. I found one little detail interesting. When she says "entend tu mon appel," I'm sorry for my French, which means if someone hears her call. The appel is a call, and it's quite similar to the apple. Speaking of French again, her whole outfit is quite French, let's call it that. And I remember looking at the set when I just woke up, and the first thing I noticed was her neck. It looks like it's cut and not connected to her body, which is really interesting considering the choice of furniture we are getting. Kiss of verdict. I also want to say I love the decision to use Lacrimosa of Mozart in trailers to the light chase and 6-star outfit. Lacrimosa is about a day of judgment, about fear, despair, cries for mercy, and the end crawling close. So it's a lot together, and they tried their best to connect it. I want to share a little bit of my reflections, and speaking of Bloody Mary and the ritual of summoning her with a mirror and lit candles, people know that her ghost can scare, harm, or even kill them, even if it's just a legend. But again, curiosity and desire to try forbidden, dangerous, find out if there is something on another side is much stronger, so you cannot resist using your free will. And Eden metaphor that they mention few times in the description of the set is also about temptation and desire to do something you shouldn't even think about, but you still do it, because curiosity is our biggest enemy. God told Adam not to eat a fruit from the tree of knowledge, saying that in the day he eats from it, he will surely die. So there is a warning about consequences, and there is an act of disobeying and doing what is forbidden, while fully realizing that you will face consequences you might not be ready for. I hope you can see the connection. She also looks like Lilith, Adam's first wife in some interpretations. She was made of the same clay as him, but she refused to serve him and be subservient. So she was banished from heaven, and she is a representation of rebel independence, a symbol of powerful woman who is not afraid to challenge patriarchy. You can often see her pictured as a woman with a serpentine or as a woman snake, and a woman who suggests to try an apple, which is an offer to become self-aware and understand what is good or bad, and getting rid of childish naivety. Now to the set itself. It is for sure overwhelming. They added way too many details, and some of them were not necessary at all. Let's start with a shattered mirror. And right away, we see that it is broken in the shape of a butterfly. Who would have guessed, right? Then we have a mask that really repeats the face piece of the Flame Defiant 6-star set that is just out of feathers on fire, and this one is glass with flowers with some metal work. And we have the dress that has butterflies on the chest. There are butterfly wings under the huge flower, and this flower looks really similar to the flower of Forest Reverend's dress. I dyed this dress red and brown so you can see that it really makes these two dresses kind of similar. But hey, I'm kind of not done with butterflies yet. Here is the butterfly sitting on the skirt, and there's another one on the back. And I think I'm going crazy because the beads on her necklace are placed in a shape of a butterfly too, and I cannot unsee it, especially by looking at this picture. From far away, her hat looks like a rose ruination handheld, a heart pierced with a dagger. I really freaked out at first, but zooming in helped. So we have a crown in beads with crystals and gorgeous dagger. It is the first item out of many that have dual form in this set. That's the first mode, and here's the second one with no dagger and beads on it. Our necklace has two styles too, with one being a bit bloody, creating that look of her head being chopped off, and the second one is without this detail. The snake on her shoulders is tied to the necklace, as I understand, because its design is changing. First, it's a regular snake, and then some tiny crystals appear in it. But honestly, I'm a little bit confused about how big this necklace is gonna be. Here is the mirror in its first version, decorated with beads and roses, and the second version adds lit floating candles and the pool of blood. And if I'm not mistaken, her poses are kind of tied to the versions of the mirror. Our crossbody is a serpent, and in the first style, it's a simple yet really gorgeous snake, and in the second form, it's wearing a tiny crown and some kind of armor. Our handheld is an apple out of crystal, and you can change it to a regular apple, which is really good. And the dress has two modes too, but for now, it's a little bit hard for me to understand what difference they have. It is possible it has to do with her gown and maybe the piece of the back and on the shoulder. I am not sure yet. I have to look at pieces one by one. I like the bottom of the skirt a lot and how bloody it looks, like a fountain of blood. Now to the rest of the set. Very rococo hair that kind of looks different on some photos. Here we have a long curls going to her chest, and here she has just a tiny curl barely touching her shoulder. I guess we shall wait and see yet again. Hairpiece is with big feathers, beads here and there, tiny swords, flowers with lacy fabric it's attached to. The face piece is a metallic mask with one winged butterfly, tiny flowers, metal butterflies, crystals, and some beads too. Her earrings look like tiny beads with a long shaped crystal on the edge. It repeats the design that you can see on the mask. And seems like we are getting asymmetrical gloves. On the right one, we can see that it ends with a ruffling, and the left glove, we can't really see it, but after observing the photos, I think it does not have that. I am sorry for the terrible quality, but that's the best I could do. Here's the screenshot of the shoes from the trailer of the set. On the back, it has similar design as the back of the dress, some chains and roses too. I failed to find a trace of ring, as on every picture her fingers are without one, so for now, no ring. And without it, we have exactly 13 pieces as I counted each item. Overall, I think it's a good set. First of all, I think it's good to have red unlocked as your default color, especially without pulling for dupes. Secondly, I think pieces one by one are really cool and unique, however, few of them are spoiled with butterfly design. I love the asymmetry of the dress, even if I hate some details on it, but design of the back, gown, and left side I like more than I hate the flower with butterfly wings. I can just keep discussing the 6-star, but we have to move forward. And while the Bloody Mary set is seductive, provocative, leaning to horror, the 5-star set, Pellucid Ring, is innocent and pure. It seems to be a little bit of cultural heritage set built around the rolling lantern. According to their description of the set, it represents a forest between the mountains where lies the soul of the mountain. They went for a nature theme, adding Himalayan poppy and lily of the valley inspired pieces. The top has 2 layers of light fabric with some gradient, soft cape-like ruffles, really pretty. Of course, with a random dragonfly, I guess. And the skirt is inspired by the dance of leaves and wind. It's multi-layered, has different lengths, feathers, ropes, stones, crocheted flowers. We have asymmetrical shoes with veins with flowers. The left shoe seems to have a gator-like piece on it. And we see flowery socks peeking out here. We have a cute anime hair with curls on the front, bangs, and this standing piece of hair here. The cutest 3 branches hairpiece with flowers, tiny stones, chains, feathers. Here's the necklace from ropes too with tiny flowers on it. And the handheld is the rolling lantern that no matter how you move it, the light inside remains steady. A solid 5-star set, in my opinion. It's unique and really gorgeous with nature details giving it life and beauty. And here's the 4-star set, Rhine Prelude. It's definitely a set. I kinda hate it, but I think it's the problem of original colors. The dress is both cute and kinda silly because of the design on the front. I absolutely hate the hat. I hope it makes sense if I say it looks like a warmer, you know, the thing that you can use during winter and you just have to pour hot water inside. That's exactly how it looks to me. And I don't like the crocheted flower on it. We have a mono earring, necklace with a flower, striped socks, shoes on a bit of a thick platform with tiny bows, and a star of the set, piano bag. Really interesting. Moving on to the SSR, the card we are getting is a Drowning Allure. And it is our beloved Larry as a very arrogant pirate, and he seems to be lured in some kind of sleeping cage. And oh my, here's the evolved version of the card. I'm gonna zoom in and slowly go down so you can see every detail on it. It's not often I want a specific ally card, but this is that very time when I really want the evolved version. Very much in character of Lilith, who appears to man in their hot dreams, seducing them to get what she wants. I believe Larry is exactly where he wants to be. Moving on to Decom, we have this crossbody Labubu-like creature, Love Signal. I like the look they created around it. Here is the dress, Luna Tights, and honestly, I don't even know how to feel about it yet. I need to look at it in game already. And the floating item, Kunlun Glow, the fan. Kinda neat. Spend any amount item is Knowing Burger, which is a burger. I wish I could avoid spending any amount at all this time, but sadly I can't. Malaysian server is getting a sign-in event with rewards being gloves, static pose, furniture piece, 4-star nail set, and other goodies like avatar and frame. For New Year, they will be able to interact with the wish tree to get rewards every day with each wish, featuring New Year's recipe for cooking, and later there are gonna be some fireworks to celebrate New Year. And I hope we get the same kind of interaction that we learn about later. Now to events and sets they are getting, and we are getting them already sometime around next year. Here is the 4-star set Roaming Imprint. Great jeans, great top, love to see it. Here we have 4-star Sunlit School set with a cute jacket and school uniform, hopefully top and bottom. Another 4-star set, Soft Anecdote. Kind of a mess honestly, but I kinda love the shorts, but I hope they're separate. And this is another free 5-star set, Novel Trend. I am sure that they just made a mistake because that's a styling wizard award set, so it must be a 5-star. Malaysian server is getting new reruns, and the first one is Snow Reminiscence double 5-star. I pray we also get it soon because I need this pink set. Baby, I will treat you right, I promise. And the 6-star rerun is Clockwork Tune. I know a lot of us are waiting for it, so fingers crossed. However, we will see in a week what we are getting on global. But my guess is Everlasting Glory Lights, because as some people checked, there are updated dice on it. But of course, we will wait and see. As time echo sets, Malaysian server is getting Winter Tea set and Silver Chant set. I doubt we're getting these because we're kinda behind on the schedule. I think we will get Pumpkin Wonder and Strange Rhyme, but this is just my guess, not confirmed. We will know this later. Here is new Halloween themed dungeon furniture. Kinda scary, but this is what Malaysian server is getting during December, which is right on time for some horror. Here are fashion battle sets. 6-star set Bloom Amber. What a beautiful coat. Ooh la 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 la. I need that. And a 5-star set Dark Bound Flame. Also really good. But for now, we can just dream about them since we have to work on current sets for a month. There's also an update of Nails and Fashion Diary. Malaysian server players will be able to include nail designs as part of the Fashion Diary entry. Again, we can just dream at this point since we don't have nails yet, but in a little bit we will find out if we should wait for the nail salon update this year or it's already scheduled for next one. We are also getting a birthday system, and by entering your birth date, you can receive in-game rewards like diamonds, colored trend charts, cute furniture, and lots of recipes. Oh wow, that was a lot. What do you think about the upcoming update? How do you like the Bloody Mary set? And if you plan on pulling or think it's better to save for reruns, please, if you feel like it, share your thoughts with me. I will be happy to know what each of you think. On Wednesday, December 24th, we have Rosy Prey rerun finally, and Galaxy Rome made its comeback since Friday. So I will be polling on both and of course sharing my thoughts and outfits with you. And for now, I will say thank you for spending this time with me and we meet again really, really soon. Bye bye!